rejoice, rejoice. Emmanuel shall come to you, O Israel.
Welcome back as we continue our Advent series, looking for signs of the coming of the Son of Man. Our reading for the third week of Advent comes from Luke's Gospel. As we continue this series this week, we are still at a red traffic light. In Luke's Gospel today, we have a traffic jam at this intersection. Hearing John's message stunned the crowd, the tax collectors, and soldiers. At this corner, everyone was struck with awe. John's powerful words caused his crowd to ask 3 times, "What must we do?" In response to his message of hope and joy, this group puts a new meaning to look before crossing a busy intersection. Oh, thank God for this bottleneck. This may be the only time we slow down and be still, at least for 60 seconds. The crowd was given a chance to reflect on what John's message meant individually. Have you ever heard a message at church that caused you to ask, what must I do? John responded by teaching each group that they must restore human dignity to their neighbors by sharing their goods. Church, you want to see a sign of the coming of the Son of Man? Help our neighbors, help your friends. Give them hope in this season of giving. When sharing as the individuals did in this gospel narrative, the crowd was filled with expectation. They even thought that John was the Christ. However, John promised them that there is more. When Jesus comes, he will baptize you with the Holy Spirit and fire. This Advent season, at your next red light stop, think about your baptismal promises as a priest, prophet, and king. And then think about this, your personal Pentecost. When you receive the Holy Spirit, is that fire still there? Is your light flickering because of this busy season? You can't see God? Paul's words to Timothy can help us this Advent. 2 Timothy 1:6, write it down, says, "Stir into flame the gift of God that you have through your confirmation experience, through your corporal and spiritual works of mercy," your personal Pentecost. The Holy Spirit, the fire in the belly, help us to be charitable and work towards justice. These 2 feet, charity and justice, reveals God's graciousness in our lives to help restore dignity to all marginalized. If someone asks you what they must do during this Advent season, talk about ways of restoring human dignity in this world. Don't just feed the hungry, but fight the injustice that causes them to be hungry. Walking with these 2 feet, charity and justice, your actions will genuinely give to everyone joy. Your efforts will make a joyful heart. They will regain their belief in a God who gives graciously to all those who believe. King David said, all day long he is gracious and lends, and his offspring become a blessing. Oh, we need God to order our steps. Order my steps, Lord, in your word. Lead me and guide me in your word. God has been gracious to us. He has blessed us. We must now bless others all the day long. O come, Emmanuel, holy is his name. Well, hope to see you next week for our last journey during this Advent season.